Hungary and Pakistan have signed an agreement to lift visa requirements for diplomatic passport holders, marking a milestone in their 60 years of diplomatic ties. Hungarian Foreign Minister Péter Szijjártó, on a one-day visit to Islamabad, also announced MOUs in culture and archaeology, and pledged stronger cooperation in agriculture, energy, health, and IT. At the Pakistan-Hungary Business Forum, both countries emphasized economic collaboration, with Szijjártó reaffirming Hungary's support for Pakistan's GSP Plus trade status in the EU. In a similar diplomatic vein, Pakistan and Bangladesh have begun to thaw their long frosty relationship. Foreign Secretary Amna Baloch's visit to Dhaka marks the first high-level diplomatic contact in 15 years. With Sheikh Hasina out of power and trade routes reopening, both sides are exploring deeper cooperation. Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar is expected to visit Bangladesh soon, signaling further momentum in restoring bilateral trust. On the public health front, Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif was briefed that no new polio case has emerged since February 10, a major win attributed to rigorous vaccination campaigns. The next anti-polio drive, running April 21 to 27, aims to vaccinate 4.5 million children nationwide. In tandem, Sindh plans to immunize over 10.6 million children, deploying more than 69,000 workers and mobilizing a security force to protect teams on the ground. Amid this progress, officials remain cautious, noting that the virus continues to appear in environmental samples. Sindh CM Murad Ali Shah urged persistent awareness and respectful engagement with communities to overcome vaccine hesitancy and move closer to a polio-free Pakistan. At the same time, Shah reaffirmed his government's commitment to resolving Karachi's urban transport, water, and sanitation woes. In a meeting with the IFC, he outlined Sindh's push for public-private partnerships in sectors such as BRT expansion, e-buses, and water infrastructure, including desalination and the ongoing K4 project, stressing Karachi's role as Pakistan's economic hub. On the nuclear front, UN nuclear watchdog chief Rafael Grossi arrived in Tehran and met with Iranian atomic energy head Mohammad Eslami and Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi, just ahead of a fresh round of Iran-US nuclear talks. While Grossi's meetings were closed-door, he reiterated the IAEA's role in verifying the peaceful nature of Iran's nuclear program, despite warning recently that Tehran is not far from nuclear weapons capability, a claim Iran strongly denies. Shortly after, Iran confirmed Rome as the venue for this Saturday's US-Iran negotiations, with Oman mediating once again. The developments follow Iran's suspension of some IAEA surveillance and enrichment levels nearing weapons grade at 60%. Amid this, Grossi is also expected to meet President Masoud Pezeshkian to discuss inspector access under a future deal. With the situation fluid, U.S. envoy Steve Witkoff sent mixed signals about returning to the 2015 deal's enrichment caps versus demanding total cessation. Araghchi responded that enrichment remains non-negotiable, though Iran is open to reciprocal trust-building steps. At least 27 Palestinians were killed today in Israeli airstrikes across Gaza, including 21 in Gaza City. The ongoing violence has resulted in 51,065 deaths since October 2023, with over 116,000 wounded. Israeli airstrikes hit displaced persons camps, killing 37 people, mostly women and children, in Khan Yunis. Humanitarian aid in Gaza is on the brink of collapse due to Israel's blockade on aid since March 2. A statement from 12 major NGOs, including Oxfam and Save the Children, warned that nearly all aid operations have been suspended. Israel has expanded its military presence in Gaza and beyond, designating parts of the territory as security zones and striking over 1,200 targets since March 18. The Israeli military claims to have eliminated a Hamas weapons smuggling network leader in Khan Yunis. Meanwhile, Israel has blocked humanitarian aid into Gaza, demanding the release of hostages held by Hamas, including 59 believed to be alive. The humanitarian crisis is worsening, with aid organizations unable to reach those in need. Israel's refusal to allow aid into Gaza has been criticized by international bodies, while Qatar, a key mediator, has said Israel has not adhered to a ceasefire agreement from January. Calls for ceasefire and peace negotiations are growing, but little progress is being made as both sides remain entrenched in their positions.